Hey everybody, clearing. All right, so first thing is first, I'm just going to start with a message for the collective. What is a frequency that we are meant to attune to today in the collective? We're getting two, so seal of evolutionary colors, progressive awareness, multi-directional change. Okay, everybody, don't forget, we're always on a journey of growth, and be limber of mind so that you can make course corrections on the fly, even if it goes against what you think you would be doing otherwise. So this is the remedy for attachment to certain outcomes and expectations, being able to change, turn on a dime. In an old energy, wasn't that deemed as fickle and to be criticized? In this new energy, we're actually, I'm hearing, congratulated for being in enough freedom to switch course mid-stride, if that's what's asked of us. So as we learn, each progressive understanding builds on the last and leads us in different directions than we thought we were going in because of the added information. That can be a slippery slope, or it can be a recipe for freedom, I'm hearing. So what can we see next? Harmonic oscillator, timing, rhythm, synchronization, and frequency. So I'm literally hearing that as you learn to navigate loosely on what you're being shown in any given moment, that over time that culminates in your destined path, in your highest timeline, in your abundant, harmonized frequency. So this is the preparation for living in alignment. As you continue to make choices based on your best in every moment, this creates a resonant frequency in your life that attracts, magnetizes abundance, I'm hearing. All right, what can we see for the divine masculines at this time? So thank you, divine creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. What can we see for the divine masculine collective? How are the masculines thinking of the connections at this time? What are they thinking of their divine counterpart? How are they feeling on their heart space about the connection and their counterpart? What are the masculines wishing in their own lives and for the connection? What are the divine masculines' actions in their own lives and towards the connection consciously? What is the biggest challenge at this time? What is the spirit guided solution for that challenge? And where are the energies going in the near future? Okay, on the conscious mind for the connection itself, rethinking what long-term abundance is. Something has made them think. So either your connection is better than what they have and they're wondering why they're adhering to what they have, or something didn't go smoothly in your connection and it's making them rethink what they need to do next regarding your connection. Take those as it resonates. There's a teamwork energy here, also logistics in the 3D. So something to do with the contribution of equality here for a common goal. A new sort of concept of not having to carry the whole burden themselves. Divine masculines, you're realizing teamwork makes the dream work, and it's better to be in alignment with someone compatible than have to carry more than your fair share in a scenario. This is indicating that the divine counterparts are equally matched and can get the job done together. I just heard the divine masculines thinking they don't have to go it alone. They've finally found someone who can stand the test of time, loyalty, compatibility, equally matched. What are the masculines thinking about you, divine feminine? So literally 2 came out. They kind of magnetized to my thumb. That happens sometimes. We got autonomy and union, 1111 energies coming up here with anxiety. So they're thinking that literally I'm seeing them thinking that you're single, divine feminine, or that they're single. One or the other of you is single and the other one isn't right now, or might not be. There's an imbalance here. It's like the divine masculines are seeing that one of you seems more available, free and clear to pursue the union than the other, and that there's a bit of an unspoken anxiety about that right now. What can we see for a clarifier? Okay, Ace of Swords. So we're getting this for the second time. We got it on the conscious mind in the reverse, something the masculines didn't know or didn't see regarding long-term abundance. Now we're getting it here about one or the other counterpart not being single and able to collaborate in certain ways. So they do see the compatibility with you, but there's something to do with other relationships, other arrangements that isn't, now it's circumstantial, now it's logistics, I'm hearing. So it's not a matter of the compatibility, it's this idea that there are encumbrances. So the divine masculines are now seeing other romantic relationships as a factor in holding back the potentials in this connection on a logical level. So that can be other counterparts that would have a thing to say about the counterparts working closely together. Take it how it resonates. Resumes. That was funny. It's a truth from a couple of different angles. Inner and outer, I'm hearing. Okay, what are the divine masculines thinking about? So this doesn't need to be just romantic relationships. That can be parents, siblings, business partners. It doesn't have to just be romantic. It can be any number of other third energies. What are the masculines feeling on the heart space regarding the connection? That there are too many people involved for it to move forward, too many other energies, too many other thoughts, other factors and people. They're curious about what's going on your side, so it does seem like they know a little bit about your side of the energy, but they don't have all the answers. Same goes with their side of the energy. They don't have all the answers, but they're wanting to open up to find solutions and see if there's yet another way to have their cake and eat it too, I just heard. So is there a more flexible way of looking at the circumstances so everyone wins at this stage, or are there going to need to be changes? So they're looking at whether the mindset has to shift or physical situations have to shift. That's on the heart space. I'm hearing them saying they want to know if evolving means thinking about things differently or making physical adjustments. What is the heart space for you, divine feminine? temperance, balance in the physical. So they are acknowledging that there is a new level of harmony in your connection, that in the physical they feel like it could work, that the awkward energy, the imbalances have leveled, and there is a harmony they sense in the physical now. Hanged Man, so this is something that they're seeing, that there is, even beyond the things that have happened in the past, the circumstances, the other factors, your connection has always been easy. This is dawning on them, that your connection has always been smooth and seamless in certain regards. When it comes to the two of you seeing eye to eye, this is dawning on them that even though there have been so many phases of the connection, that when it comes down to the pure connectivity itself, you've always been, at least when you've come together in the physical, exactly equally matched. I'm getting that again here. So what are the divine masculines wishing for their own lives at this time? The King of Wands. This is a cheeky King of Wands. He's ready to make love, is what I'm seeing there. And Queen of Swords. So they're wishing to have their, I just heard cake and eat it too again. There's some other energy here that is preventing the masculines from feeling like they could move forward to you in the past. The smile on this King of Wands face is saying that this mother energy or lover, other lover, karmic lover, friends, any other naysayer isn't winning out over the desire to make love, connect. And the divine masculines are seeing this as an investment in their solo path, their long-term success, their happiness, to actually come towards you regardless of what this other influence would have to say about things. I just heard it's none of anybody else's business. Especially if they have nothing nice to say. They shouldn't say anything at all. Okay, so the caveat there, divine masculines, is don't be shady if these other energies need to be honored or released. It's not about stealth or sneakiness. It's about appropriate conduct. So I'm getting that this is more for divine masculines, that this Queen of Swords in the reverse is not a romantic partner, but any other extenuating circumstances that they've been hypothetically honoring instead of allowing themselves the freedom to come towards these connections. That is the powers, principalities, paradigms anyways. So it's not so much about any physical person. The divine masculines are suddenly seeing that their own thoughts have been holding them back, which has created scenarios in their lives, or they've been the product of scenarios in their lives where they've been giving their power away externally instead of following. I heard the treasure trail to their feminine. What are the masculines' wishes for the connection at this time? They want to work on it. And the death energy is the rebirth, the transformation. Yeah, they want to plan how to make this connection go to the next level. They're starting to feel like they're en route sufficiently to start investing in a meaningful way in this connection. Again, it can be centered around work, it can be teaming up regarding finances, or finding a plan, or coming into their own abundance so that that's set before they come forward. But there is this anticipation of Letting go of this segregation, separation mentality, and coming out of the darkness into the light with the connection. It's like energetically they're working on what it would take to bring this into the light. I keep hearing. Sometimes the death card is going towards the light at the end of the tunnel, like after someone passes away, they are drawn towards the light, that kind of a thing. It's the new life. It's the rebirth into a more transparent, authentic life. So divine masculines are really wishing to bring the connection out of this forsaken energy and into what it deserves. I'm just hearing messages about how the divine feminines are worthy of being celebrated and experiencing what really matters, that these connections for all involved, the masculines and feminines, meaning that joy is worth going for. This is an interesting bunch of messages regarding public awareness of the connection, friends, family, and all that. What are the actions the masculines are taking in their own lives? They're letting go of the past. They're not really talking about this to anybody, I just heard, but they're releasing the times that they felt too small, too little, too immature to go towards things that were magical in their lives, things that called their soul, that spoke to them on that level. They're done keeping that stuffed down. They want their extraordinary lives now. Yeah, they're believing in the higher love. They're believing in this grander layer of reality, and they're not going to play small anymore, I just heard. So whatever it is about these connections, the divine masculines have felt like they were too awesome for, the connections were too awesome for who they were, how they were being. Whatever it is about your connection, divine feminine, it was too frivolous, I just heard, in some regard. They didn't think it was safe enough for whatever reason. I'm just hearing, for me to align with someone like you, I have to know my value too. These little rhymes, aren't they funny? You minstrel masculines. Okay, what is the biggest challenge? Wait, is that what we're on? Emotions, thoughts, wishes. No, action towards the connection. What can we see? Yeah, they're seeing the love in all the things lost, all the missed opportunities, all the chances that didn't work out. They're seeing the truth of what was really going on, that it was a developmental stage and not necessarily a deal breaker, that these connections are far more made of far more substance than that, that it was a proving ground. Yeah, twin flame, that all roads lead to this eventual destiny. And that no matter how far apart it has seemed, it's always been on track. So this is like a grand view, an overview, a knowing. It's not short-sighted. This is long-term thinking. This idea of the long-term abundance and knowing that at the end of the day, it's connections like these. It's winning the lottery for connection that's true like this. No matter what anybody else would have to say about it, the divine masculines understand the profound nature of these connections, and you just don't find that every day, I heard. What is the biggest challenge for the masculines? Finding the way through, continually dropping into mercy, humility, staying grounded, staying in heart space, believing, holding their own in the uncertainty, having the strength, the humility to embrace this and to walk forward on knowing alone, on faith alone, that this is going to offer more than the world does. This is such a deep trust in the uncertainty of the unseen, the energetics, a profound, this is the challenge, is to switch the faith from the things that are visible to these energetic awarenesses and go out on that energetic limb towards these connections. What is the solution? The Hanged One and the Sun in reverse. So the solution is, don't make moves until you see the light. It's coming, Divine Masculines. Keep going towards the light. I just heard again with that Death card earlier. We're getting closer to the sun. We're getting closer to the awareness of each step along the way. So for whatever reason, I just heard the eclipse energy. We're going through another pressure point where we're feeling like something's coming and there's a potential urgency in the energy. So everybody take a deep breath. Yeah, it's just an illusion that we have to be here or be ahead of where we're at sooner. This is all changing over. We're still in the process of ascension on the planet, I just heard. And so if you don't feel like your connection, your union is close enough yet, breathe deeper, because this is saying the illusion's still falling away so the light can come out. And it's a work in progress right now. So the solution is don't push the river. What can we see for the near future? Now we have the Moon, the Knight of Swords. So I'm hearing no communication is going to really bring clarity like it will after the eclipse. And so there's still moon energies, secrets, circumstances affecting these connections are going to be revealed, and we're going through a major independent clearing right now. So it's not that there won't be communication, it's possible that there won't be much communication. It's most likely here that all involved will continue to be going through their own becoming process at this time, a deep, deep dive into their own process right now to end burden. Yeah, this is a real, I think I said it the other day, a friend of mine called this, an astrologer friend called this purgatory, this time of balancing out our individual lives, karmic balancing here. There is a rite of passage. The burden is ending for these soul-driven new timelines coming in. There seems to be a very deep processing at this time. Let's get, for the individuals, let's get some cards here for the Divine Masculines watching. Clear out the clutter. So anything unnecessary, let go of it right now, Divine Masculines. That means extra energies that are hanging around that have been preventing you from thinking that your unions can be accessed yet. Your connection with your feminine, that you need to hang back. Clear the clutter, clear the things that are not a fit, and you'll have more room in your life. So yeah, Divine Masculines are notorious for maximizing plans and annual plans that gets cinched in. And so yeah, even your plans for next year, Divine Masculines, there's spaciousness coming in all regards. In your physical home, you might be downsizing. In your energetic layers, your emotional layers, your conscious mind, you might be clearing those things out. So keep with the process, releasing over this eclipse over the next couple of weeks. October 25th is the eclipse, so keep letting go of old, outdated beliefs and anything in the physical that is related to that. What can we see for the Divine Feminines? See the big picture, overcome any obstacle, and bring your ideas to life. So the key to movement through bringing your projects further into this dimension, and for overcoming any obstacles with karma, with the union, with your projects, it's to see this big picture. Get up and above it, look at the timing, look at the patterns, look at the flow, and see it from that aspect. That will take some of the urgency off of it, but it will also show you the path of least resistance, because when you can see it from above, you can see the becoming, the circumstances that have led up to, and you can follow those trajectories further when you can see it holistically. Okay, beautiful. Bye for now, everybody.